Hello and welcome to the next in the series of short videos for staying in touch. I hope that you and your families remain safe and well and that you had a fantastic break over half term and were able to enjoy the glorious weather that we all had last week. I hope that this week you've been able to re-engage with some of the learning that's been set for you by your teachers and get yourself back into a routine with that home learning. None of us could have imagined when we waved goodbye to you in March that in June this would still be the way that we were all having to work. And we're incredibly proud of how you have adapted to this situation and the fantastic work that you were endeavouring to produce for us every single day. And it's this that I want to talk to you a little bit about today. Last time, Mrs. Sagar talked about our core value of kindness and how important that is for all of us at this time. Today, I want you to think about endeavour. In everything that you are doing, you are preparing yourselves for your future that lies ahead. And at the moment, we're having to work in a very, very different way. However, if you endeavour to put the most effort that you possibly can into the work that you are producing at home, you will be preparing yourselves not just for when you can return to school, but also for the future that lies ahead of you. Take this opportunity to really reflect and think about your learning. Perhaps also to think about some of the wider skills that you may be developing and learning at the moment. And we've heard fantastic reports about some of the things you're doing whilst at home. Some of those possibly will link towards things that you can do towards your Edge Award, your Pixel Edge. Think about the Lorix as you're developing those skills. Although school isn't operating in the way that it usually does, your teachers are still there to support you. So please take advantage of all of that support that's there and make sure that if you do need some help with any of your work, that you contact your teachers through Show My Homework. There's a phrase I heard a few years ago that I think about very, very often. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Reflect upon this. Think about those sometimes very small acts that you might do that your future self could thank you for. It could be completing an additional learning task. It could be learning a new skill. It could be going out for that walk or that bike ride that you've been putting off. But do something today that your future self will thank you for. I'd also like to talk to you today about how we're all taking responsibility for ourselves at this time. Responsibility for our learning, but also responsibility for keeping ourselves and others safe. As the government guidance has changed recently, it may be that some of you are starting to perhaps see people from outside your household for the first time in many, many weeks. And whilst it's fantastic that we can perhaps reconnect with other members of our family or close friends, it is more important than ever that we take responsibility for ourselves and others in continuing to maintain and respect social distancing guidance. In doing that, we can ensure that we all keep one another safe as we continue through this situation. So I hope that you continue to endeavour to be the very best versions of yourself. We are so proud of you. We miss you so very much, and school really isn't the same without all of you here. But what I can reassure you of is that whilst you're not here, we are working hard in school to make preparations to ensure that when it is safe to have you back in the building, we will be able to welcome you back. And we very, very much look forward to that time. Thank you.